This week on Storyboard, we are catching up with OnePlus India CEO Navnit Nakra on the brand opening their largest store in the world in India and their plans for the India market. We have Sam Balsara, Chairman, Madison World, speaking to us about the factors impacting the ADEX in 2022. And we are catching up with Arnab Roy, VP and Head Marketing, Coca-Cola INSWA, along with Ogilvy's Piyush Pandey and Sukesh Nayak on brand Thumbs Up and how they are reinventing Tufan over 5 decades and making it relevant to the Indian consumer today. Hello and welcome to Storyboard. I'm Shibani Gharat. OnePlus, that started as an online-only smartphone player in 2014, has over the years established itself as a strong contender in the Indian smartphone market. Initially launching devices known as the flagship killers, the brand has now devices across different price segments from mid-range to premium. The brand has also widened its portfolio with the launch of smart TV, wearable audio devices and more, and it is now focused on expanding its offline presence in the India market. This week the brand launched OnePlus Boulevard, which is the largest OnePlus experience store globally. On the sidelines of this launch, I caught up with Navnit Nakra, CEO OnePlus India, and he also disclosed their plans for the India market. OnePlus has launched its largest experience store in the world in India in Bangalore. It spans across 39,000 square feet and features a gaming zone, a product experience zone, a community zone and much more. To tell us more about this store and OnePlus's plans for the India market, I'm joined in by Navnit Nakra, CEO OnePlus India. Navnit, welcome to CNBC TV18.
Thank you, Shibani. A warm welcome to you and the CNBC team at the largest OnePlus experience store in the world here in Bengaluru.
Navneet, this feels grand and it's kind of a statement. It is your largest experience store in the world. What does it say about the India market?
Well, so Shibani, that's a great question to get started. India has a very special place in our heart. I think the Indian community, our users, have embraced this brand beautifully. And it is a matter of great pride that of all the places in the world, we have chosen India, Karnataka, Bengaluru to have the largest store. This is a gratitude of thanks for all the love and support we've got in the community in India, especially in Bengaluru.
Can you tell us what was the thought behind the design and, what are these elements, that you have kept in mind while, designing this store?
No, that's great. So first and foremost, Shibani, for us, any experience with a OnePlus user is an opportunity to interact and to learn from them. And the store is on the motto of OnePlus of never settle. We want to engage with the community and understand how they feel. And this store brings all these zones, right? A gaming zone, a customer service center, there's a reading lounge, there's an auditorium out there, which will allow us to be closer to our community. Number two, if you go around the store, it's a very omnidirectional store which will excite all your senses, So we've played with light, we've played with texture, we've played with smell, and if you look at the terracotta wall finishes, if you look at the 140,000 plus red bricks, I think the idea is to bring us closer to the community and not look at it as a product display or a sales area. The idea is that we want to invite a community and our families, and we would love for them to interact with us.
Tell us, over the past 2 years, as the world has shifted online, what has been the contribution of the offline and what has been the contribution of the online, and are things bound to change as we step back to the normal that we used to know?
Right. So that's a great question. Way back in 2014 when we started, we were primarily seen as a digital first brand, but expanding our retail presence either directly or through partner stores has always been part of the roadmap. So not too far from here, we set up our first experience store on Brigade Road in 2017. And today our 100th store is also coming here, which has been part of the plan. I think all distribution channels, all touch points are critical. And I'm very, very happy to share with you that in the last few years, our offline presence, whether it's with partners like Reliance Digital, Tata Chroma, Sangeeta, Purvika, Big C, Lord, Bajaj Electronics, have brought us so much closer to the community that we will continue to invest not only in our online presence but also in the offline presence. Our product portfolio has also expanded over the last few years. We started with the flagship phone. We got into the smart TVs. We had the OnePlus Nord coming in 2020. Today, whether it's a OnePlus Band or OnePlus Watch, the audio devices, I think a retail experience allows the consumer and the community to engage with us.
Correct.
And every store, every experience store that we set up, we have a customer service center, which allows us to interact and take their feedback and serve them better.
Correct. Navneet, on that note, since you mentioned how your product portfolio has expanded over the past couple of years, and I remember this was back in 2019 when you got in your first TV
Smart
exclusively to the India market, and from there on there have been smart watches, there have been buds that you were launching on a regular basis. You know, what is the way forward there? You know, because we have seen in the India market so many other smartphone makers are also expanding into the other segments like smart watches and fitness bands, etc. So what is your strategy there, and will we see more such launches in the coming days, and which are the new segments that you are expanding into?
You're trying to trap me now on the new products, but I think, Shivani, you've asked a very pertinent question. For us, the brand is about bringing an ecosystem of very high quality, intuitive technology products to the consumer for their personal use, for their office use, for their home use. And what the pandemic has accelerated is that the desire to have a high quality product in your hand or in your ear or on your wrist. So you are spot on. We will continue to build the portfolio beyond the smartphones to smart TVs, to audio, to wearables. And I think as time progresses, India will continue to be the first market to experience all our new product launches.
Navneet, this is a very interesting year for all of us. You know, things have started to open up. It feels like kind of back to the normal. What will be the key focus areas for OnePlus in the coming days?
Yeah, oh, that's great. So I think first and foremost, we committed to our growth in the retail, the offline world. I think India is a market which post this pandemic or the slowdown of the pandemic will want to go back and experience products. So we are hoping to cross 15,000 points of sale by end of this year. Our internal target is to do it faster, which is a big step. A couple of years ago, we were barely in 3,000 points of sale. So that's priority one. Priority two is just deliver on tremendous consumer and community experience. And what you see here in the 100th experience store is possibly day one of what we want to do.
So are we expecting more experience stores in the country in the coming days from OnePlus?
Absolutely, Shivani. I have to share this with you that a lot of our other regions across the world have been, you know, complimenting us, and they have now been asking, saying that when do we get our first experience store? So we feel very proud as Indians that we've got the first experience store.
So what is the figure that we are looking at when it comes
Well, I can't share that number, but I can promise you that the Indian consumer and the community will see many more experience stores coming in.
Yeah.
And the second area of focus is to deliver great products.
Correct.
I think you spoke about the entire piece of the audio and the wearable. I think hopefully this year with 5G taking off in a way that we expected, I think the consumers are going to see the connectivity going up like never before.
Correct.
So I think we want to be committed to future-ready devices and future-ready technology this year as ever before.
Recently, a study revealed that by the year 2026, India is going to be a 1 billion smartphone market. So how many are you targeting to be OnePlus users? What is your target?
Well, I think our target is to serve the community with great products.
Correct.
Right? We cannot take a shortcut on that. We'll be happy if the community continues to bless us and, you know, engage with us. But I think for us, the broader target is how do we bring better technology and the latest technology in the hands of the consumers out here.
Okay. Finally, before we go, Navneet, I'm sure this will be a question on the top of the mind of a lot of our audience or viewers. When is the 10 series coming to the India market?
Yeah, Shivani, I think soon. I'm not allowed to speculate and give out a lot of details, but I think whether it's the 10 series or it's any other flagship series, I think India will be the first market to experience it. So all I can do is request our viewers to be tuned in, and you'll hear from us soon.
All right, Navneet, thank you so much. Thanks
Pleasure.
for joining us today.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.